insisted on keeping it? We're United Kentucky Bank. We know that the nicest thing we can do for you after a day like this is to make banking as easy as this.
United Kentucky Bank begins with you.
Dear John, only one place to buy chicken, huh? You heel. You never told me about Druthers chicken dinners. The slaw, the taters, and the chicken. Oh, John, big, fresh chickens that cook up tender and juicy every time. You always said there was no free lunch, but you never told me about the free Druthers Doodler, you louse, the pen that comes with every chicken dinner. Well, I got mine, John, and now that we're through, I'll get more, because when it comes to chicken, I'd rather go to Druthers Restaurant.
It's a war against bugs, and the enemy's winning. You've sprayed and spent and sprayed some more, but they keep coming back. It's time you called in the Army, the Orkin Army.
Call the Orkin Army, trained to be the best. We positively guarantee
You can't fight them alone, so call in the Orkin Army.
to win your war with pests.
The Whitey Herzog Show, Saturday at 2.
Because of the following special program, the regularly scheduled program will not be seen.
Well, tell me just one more time the reason why you must leave. Tell me what's more, you sure you don't need me. Tell me again, but don't think that you convince me. Well, you said I fall in love, can you rather be dead? When someone breaks your heart to dry your eyes red, there's nothing fun about the life that you live. As far as I can see, there's no reason for the fight. You're just running scared, and that's something I won't find. So you, how let's go, it's nothing to show but more blue. All this talk about leaving is strictly bad news. So you settle down and stay with the girl that loves you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Ange and Cullowhee, the Mountain Rock Special, starring Angie Upfrey and America's #1 mountain rock group, Cullowhee, with special guest star Dr. Tim Stivers and his very own brand of Kentucky humor. Ange and Cullowhee, the Mountain Rock Special, is sponsored in part tonight by Big O Tires. We make it easier for you to buy tires. Big O Tires, with locations throughout the Kentuckiana area. Now sit back, everybody, and get ready to tap your toes to the magic of Ange and Cullowhee and the Mountain Rock Special.
As far as I can see, there's no reason for the fight. You're just running scared, and that's something I won't find. So you, I won't let you go with none of the show but more blues. All this talk about leaving is strictly bad news. So you settle down and stay with the girl that loves you. Yeah, you settle down and stay with the girl that loves you. Oh, you settle down and stay with the girl that loves you. Ooh.
Sebastian Treadmore here for Big O Tire. Did you know that Big O Tire is nationwide, with stores starting in California and stretching across the United States like the word big in our name? And we're continuously adding new stores for your convenience. We're growing America, and to make your tire buying more pleasant, we've combined our excellent service and price with one of the best warranties in the tire industry. And quality? Well, at Big O, we sell only the very best. That's another reason why we say Big O, outstanding.
1 hour can make a difference in your life. Our Magazine with Gary Collins and Pat Mitchell. It's the hour that informs you on everything from weight control to birth control, advises you on fashion, finance, and new frontiers, and entertains you with stars who've got the whole town talking. From improving your looks to your outlook, dinner for 12, or romance for 2, Our Magazine makes every hour count for you.
Weekday afternoons at 12:30 on 11.
Today, you can spend your money on a new car with a low-price name, or you can invest in the prestige, comfort, and craftsmanship of an Oldsmobile. Craftsmanship will stack up against anybody's car, domestic or import. Your Kentuckiana Olds dealer's lower price, plus GM's 12.8 annual percentage rate financing, lets you avoid compromising with quality for just a few dollars more. Visit the Olds folks at home, your Kentuckiana Oldsmobile dealer. You'll find you can own the car you really want, an Oldsmobile.
Okay, Angie, let's get going. Let's figure out a way to introduce these guys and get on with the rehearsal because we got a show to do.
As always, when we have to figure out a way to introduce you guys. Okay, all right. Now, it's professional showbiz. If I trip myself, you fall on the mic for it.
I think the first thing we ought to do is put everybody in line.
That'll help. Now, what we'll do, I know, we can sing one of your songs. Instead of singing the words to your song, the regular lyrics, like, Bring Back the Magic or something, I could sing your name, like Fred Hubbard on the piano, and they don't like that.
Well. Angie, come on. This is no time to be creative. We've got a show to do. Please hurry up.
Don't get excited, George. You want to grouch. All right, here's what we'll do. We can't start with Fred. We'll start down at this end.
There you go. Yeah.
Can you get a shot of this guy? None here? On the lead guitar, on the voice, and on various and sundry other items. Woody Jenkins, wild applause.
Thank you very much.
And then,
people sit down, please.
the physically fit, on the guitar, on the clarinet, on the voice, Mike Clark. Now I have to duck down. Behind me, on the guitar and the drums, Terry Edwards.
That's funny, it looks
Yay! And see, the audience will go out by now. On the speaker. Oh, and on the bass, the bass player. Let's see, what else do you play? The bass, you play the trumpet, the maracas.
He plays the field.
Well, anyway, Sandy Flynn. They'll get a nice shot of Sandy here. Don't take your hat off, no matter what. Back there on the piano, we've seen Fred. We don't see him again. FT, and playing with the bells. Tinkling back there. Freeze frame, please. And all percussion instruments, flute and woodwinds and all that stuff. Tom Jenkins. Yay! You think that'll work? You think that'll... And then, okay, guys, now get together. I'm going to turn to the audience at this point and say, now, George, listen to this. You're going to love it. And say, ladies and gentlemen, America's #1 mountain rock group, the talented, the witty, the incredible, the crazy, the cute. Cullowhee!
There's a valley in the mountains in western Carolina. Peaceful, it's quiet till late at night. When they light fire, music starts playing. People gather round and you can hear this sound. Mountains rise, the river rolls. You can feel it tapping your toes. Mountains rise, the river rolls. You can feel it down in your soul. Carry me away on the wings of your love. Carry me away to a place I'm dreaming of. I was oh so lost until you showed me the way. Now I'm only lost in you. Won't you carry me away? It's so hard in this world to find someone who cares. The moment when a friend becomes a lover is so rare. But when I think of you, girl, I think of you both ways. And the more I think of you, the more I get carried away. Carry me away on the wings of your love. Carry me away to the place I'm dreaming of. I was oh so lost until you showed me the way. Now I'm only lost in you. Won't you carry me away? If I'm dreaming, don't awaken me. Oh, my love, where are you taking me? Carry me away on the wings of your love. Carry me away to a place I'm dreaming of. I was oh so lost until you showed me the way. Now I'm only lost in you. Won't you carry me away? Carry me away on the wings of your love. Carry me away to the place I'm dreaming of. I was oh so lost until you showed me the way. Now I'm only lost in you. Won't you carry me away? Carry me away on the wings of your love. Carry me away to a place I'm dreaming of. I was oh so lost until you showed me the way. Now I'm only lost in you. Won't you carry me away? Now I'm only lost in you. Won't you carry me away? Carry me away.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present the funniest foot doctor anywhere in the world, Dr. Tim Stivers.
Just a few little things. I think most of you know that people from around this area always have something to say at the right time that's appropriate. Like old boy there at home, you know, he called up Delta Airlines. Lady said, Delta Airlines. He said, that's Delta Airlines. I said, yes, it is. So how long do it take an airplane to go from Lexington down to Miami? She said, just a moment. He go, woo-hoo-hoo, hangs up. And I was going out west, you know, I was going out to California a couple weeks ago, and I was out at Stanford Field there in Louisville, and the fella in front of me had him 3 suitcases, you know, to check in. So the lady said to him, said, may I see your ticket? So he handed it across, and she said, oh, Mr. Smith, said, I see you're going to Los Angeles today. Said, you got 3 suitcases for Los Angeles? He said, no. Said, that one on the right go to Los Angeles. Said, the one in the middle go to Las Vegas. And the one on the left go to Dallas. She said, why, we can't do that. He said, I don't know why not. You done it to me last week. And you know, even in the most adverse of circumstances, folks around here have something to say that's unusual. Like the old boy down there at the Eddyville State Penitentiary. That's right, down there at the maximum security state prison down there in Eddyville, Kentucky, down there on death row, serving himself a sentence, a life sentence, what was going to be terminated first thing in the morning. So they come in there that evening and said, well, it's time for your last meal. Said, have anything you want. Ham, lamb, ram, sheep, mutton, hog, frog, dog, chicken, beef, bull, or bear, anything you want, you can have it. He said, well, I said, I reckon I'd like to have myself a mess of them mushrooms. I said, well, don't you want a nice steak to put them on? I said, no. I said, just want the mushrooms. I said, well, why in the world would you just want mushrooms? He said, well, I'm going to tell you the truth. Up to now, I always been afraid to try them. Thank you very much.
You know all this stuff we've been hearing about man being replaced by machines? Well, you know, when you come to think of it, I guess we're all machines, you know, particularly like early morning and rush hour traffic, you know. We know all about that, you see, because you know, we all have paper routes. This is a tribute to the modern day working force. It's called the Clock Watcher's Waltz. Ready, fellas?
Yes.
Well, I get up with the 8 o'clock alarm. I hurry through cornflakes and tea. I blast down the highway with my foot on the floor to the office that's waiting on me. Now I've learned how to handle decisions, like how much, to whom, and when, so that when I come in, I just pick up my pen, sign my name 3 times again. Marcia, please make me a memo of all that has happened today, so that when I get home, I can read it alone and see if today was okay. Well, this is my 10th coffee, and it's only 9:15. But only 2 years ago, I was moving so slow, standing in that welfare line. And today it was so nice to see her. Tomorrow it will be the same. Well, I sell and I buy, and sometimes I lie. I guess it's just part of the game. Marcia, please make me a memo of all that has happened today, so that when I get home, I can read it alone and see if today was okay.
Just like so many things these days, tire buying is no longer a function reserved just for men. With today's working women and active housewives, it's only natural that we're seeing more and more women buying tires. At Big O Tires, they know they'll always get straight answers, sound advice, fast service, and the best possible price. Big O doesn't take advantage of anyone who doesn't know tires. So if you're going to need tires, come to Big O. Big O, we make it easier for women to buy tires.
Hurry and get ready for school while I fix your lunch.
Any time is a great time for a Little Debbie snack cake.
I could use a break.
They come in so many great varieties, there's always something new to try.
Hey, Mom, we're home.
And when you compare the value, you may want to get more than one box.
Little Debbie has a snack for you, too.
Little Debbie has a snack for you.
Snapper is built to perform under the toughest mowing conditions. A dependable Snapper rider can handle the tough jobs, yet provide a beautiful, well-groomed lawn. Put Snapper to the test on your lawn this spring and get a free bonus. This month, purchase a Snapper rider at regular price and receive a free gas-powered trimmer, a $130 savings. Snapper, discover the difference.
Available at Wilson Hardware, Hardinsburg, Kentucky, and Sumner Feed and Hardware, Louisville.
can change your mind about what's beautiful. Love can change your mind and let you care. Turn your world around and build it whole again. Love is something everyone can share. Talk to me, love, 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 share your love. Talk to me, love, love, hey, love, love, share your love. Love, 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 share your love. Something in love, love, hey, love, love, share your love. Now, love can change your mind about what's beautiful. Love can change your mind. Love can change your mind and let you care. Let you care. Turn your world around and build it full again. Love is something everyone can share. So give me love, yeah, love, love, share your love. So give me love, yeah, love, love, share your love. So give me love, love, share your love. Come on, share the love. So give me love, yeah, love, love, share your love. Me love, hey love, love, share your love. Give me love, give me love, give me love, give me love, hey love, love, share your love. So give me love, hey love, love, share your love. So give me love, hey love, love, share your love. Picker again. Sit around and swap some licks with a few old friends. Rock and roll in the dark while the fireflies light the sparks. I wanna be a back porch picker again. You know, I think we played our best before the hype came down. When a six-pack of Miller was a treasure. We'd share the beer and share the songs and then just sit around, play them all again for our own pleasure. I wanna be a back porch picker again. Sit around and swap some licks with a few old friends. Rock and roll in the dark while the fireflies light the sparks. I wanna be a back porch picker again. But now it's motels, standing room only, jet lag, lose your bags, hangers on and phonies, waiters want your autograph, agents want your soul, makes you wonder if the pot of gold is worth racing through the rainbow. But tonight night, that old feeling's back. You made us feel at home. It was nothing that was hyped or planned. You just did it on your own. Yeah, tonight we're on the back porch. It's so easy to pretend. Let's pass around the six-pack and play 'em all again. We'll all be back porch pickers again. We'll sit around and swap some licks with a few old friends. Rock and roll in the dark while the fireflies light the sparks. I want to be a back porch picker again. I want to be a back porch picker again. I want to thank you for making me a back porch picker again.
It's got everybody running. Its ruggedness speaks for itself. A legend in its own time. Its name inspired from the wild, jagged wilderness of the North Country. Bigfoot from Big O Tires. Wider for better handling and greater stability. Belted for longer wear, added strength, and super performance. Bigfoot. It has to be good. Our name is on it. Bigfoot from Big O. We make it easier to buy tires.
KJ100 is different from other FM stations. They're playing hard rock. KJ100 plays a better variety of your favorites in stereo, like Fleetwood Mac, Christopher Cross, Neil Diamond, The Beatles. KJ100, one great song after another.
Have you ever gone to buy a set of tires and then had to wait around for what seemed like hours to get them put on your car? Haven't we all? But at Big O, they have speed lanes, and they're exactly that. With as many as 3 men working on your car at the same time, you're ready to roll in minutes. You can't afford the long wait, and Big O has done something about it. Just another reason why at Big O, we make it easier to buy tires.
Now you see it, now you don't. Here you have it, here you won't. Oh, Diet Pepsi, 1 small calorie. Now you see it, now you don't. That great Pepsi taste. Diet Pepsi won't go to your waist. So now you see it, now you don't. Oh, Diet Pepsi, 1 small calorie. Now you see it, now you don't.
I sure be glad to get out. I'm gonna plant my roots in rural America. Change my street to a mail-in route. A bib overall, an office for a stall. $1 for a dime. I'm gonna get me a plow, a sow, and a cow, and farm you all for my mind. Chauvinism up to my knees. It's almost as bad as the price for pleasure that you paid on New York's 42nd Street. Now diamonds and furs and fancy hors d'oeuvres never fit my eye. I'm gonna get me a plow, a sow, and a cow, and farm you all for my mind. Play, boys!
Well, I know you're always bad, but you're always good for a story or two. You tell me you die, but I don't know. But you sure are kind. I'm gonna get me a plow beside a cow and farm you off of my mind. I'm going to get me a and farm you
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, one thing that Kentucky folks like is them old dogs. We just love them old dogs. You ever notice that? Old friend of mine was visiting his friend up there in eastern Kentucky. See, it was kind of a dark, dreary kind of Sunday afternoon, and they sitting there in the dining room drinking beer, and he happened to look over against the wall, and he seen this dog laying over there, but you know, something was weird about the dog. You know, something wasn't right. So when his friend got up to go to the kitchen and get some more beer, see, he run over and quick looked at the dog, and sure enough, here is this pretty-looking little dog laying there, you know, about that long. Pretty thing. Ain't got no legs on it. So when his friend come back, he said, "Say," he says, "that's your dog over there?" He say, "Uh-huh." He said, "That dog ain't got no legs on it." He said, "Well, I know he ain't got no legs on him. He was born without legs. He never has had legs. He's a good dog. Oh, and I like him. He's a good dog." Boy, it sure looks strange with no legs on him. Well, it might look strange to you. He don't to me. How long you had him? Oh, I got him when he's a pup. Let's see. Yeah, 5 years. Yeah, I've had him 5 years. You know, he is the best dog I ever had. Good dog. Man, he sure looks weird, no legs on him. What's his name? Said, "Oh," said, "you know I never named him." He ain't never had a name. Never did give him a name. You mean to tell me you've had a dog 5 years and you ain't never named him? No, never did give him a name. Well, why not? Well, I always kind of figured that it'd be silly to call him and he couldn't come. An old boy up there in Hazard, Kentucky, see, he had him the meanest, most vicious, killingest, fightingest dog that the Lord ever let survive on this planet. I mean, this dog was so mean, went out, tore up, and killed every dog that ever got close to it, and would just go out and look for cats and just bite them in half. 125 pounds of pure German Shepherd terror. And one day he's in the pool hall, left that dog out front, figured nobody go off with him. Fella come in there and said, "Mister," said, "that's your dog out front?" He said, "Uh-huh." Said, "I hate to tell you this," said, "but my dog killed him." "Your dog killed my dog? The meanest, most vicious, killingest, fightingest dog the Lord ever let live? Your dog killed my dog?" Say, "Uh-huh." Say, "Well, what kind of dog you got?" He say, "Chihuahua." You mean to tell me one of them teeny tiny Mexican dogs ain't no bigger than my fist kill my dog? Say, "Uh-huh." Say, "Well, how did you kill him?" Say, "Stuck in his throat." Thank you very much. Thank you, Cullowhee. Thank you, Ange. Sit on this side. Thank you very much.
No good battery.
Okay, buddy, let's go. You're under arrest.
What for?
For assaulting a battery.
Avoid frustrations. Start and go with a Big O service-free battery. Yes, the same great folks who make it easy to buy tires also make it easy to buy the Big O battery. Easy financing, 3 months, same as cash. Start and go with a Big O battery, starting at $39.95.
Know what's the best part of the chicken? The flank.
Let Long John Silver's put a smile on your taste.
Why settle for ground-up chicken patties? Long John's chicken planks are whole natural strips of chicken carved from the breast.
The best part of the best part.
Right now, you can get 4 chicken planks in our chicken dinner special.
Let Long John Silver's put a smile on your taste.
The best part of the chicken is the plank.
There's a presence at Kings Island that makes your senses come alive. It goes beyond our stunning live shows, even beyond the magic of a whole new storybook kingdom. It's all around you. It's waiting. The awesome power of the beast. Year after year. The best thrills keep getting better. Only at Kings Island.
When you fall in love and you feel really good, but you kind of wonder if that person is really the one for you, your one true love. Well, there's an old legend that goes, if you catch a bee and you can hold it in the palm of your hand and it doesn't sting you, then you found your true love.
When a bee lies sleeping in the palm of your hand, and deep in love's long looked after land, where you see a sun of sky with the morning noon, and where the days go laughing by, and love comes a-calling on you. Sleep on, bee, don't wake up. Can't believe what just passed. He's mine for the taking. I'm so happy at last. Maybe I dream, but he seems sweet golden as a crown. Done told me I walk with
bring back the magic. We come too far to turn back now. Bring back the magic. We may lose, but we may win. Bring back the magic. I know we can do it. No, we can do it again. Bring it back. Bring back the magic. I know that you know how. Bring back the magic. We come too far to turn back now. Bring back the magic. We may lose, but we may win. Bring back the magic. I know we can do it. No, we can do it. No, we can do it again.
You know, you should never consider a second car second in terms of safety, because that second car is the one your wife generally uses, with the children as the main passengers. For their protection and safety, those tires should always be in top condition. Now, if you're the main driver of that second car, stop by any Big O tire store. Ask them to check your tires. You'll get an honest answer. And if it turns out that you do need tires, you'll get the best buy in town. Big O, we make it easier to buy tires.
Ah, summertime. If your fancy turns to a new timepiece, your savings should turn to Portland Avery Federal. Select a watch or clock free, or at substantial savings with a deposit of $250 or more to a savings account, or with the purchase of a Portland Avery savings certificate. Plus, your money is federally insured to $100,000. All watches and clocks are on display at Portland Avery offices, but supplies are limited. Make your selection soon.
These are three of the best-known radial tires. This is Big O's radial. You probably think of those names first, but the Big O radial comes with this, the promise, a full warranty for free replacement. If this tire or any passenger tire that carries the Big O name fails due to defects in workmanship, materials, or road hazards, we will repair it or give you another tire free. Big O tires, and the promise. You get more than just a great tire.
On the Mountain Rock Special, the fantastic Cullowhee.
the congregation ready to sing?
Amen.
Do you believe? Do you believe in the power of music? All right. Here we go.
This has been Angie and Cullowhee, the Mountain Rock Special, with Angie Humphrey and Cullowhee with Dr. Tim Stivers. The Mountain Rock Special has been sponsored in part tonight by Big O Tires. We make it easier for you to buy tires. Big O Tires, with locations throughout the Kentuckiana area.
You know, sometimes from out of nowhere, when you least expect it and you're unprepared, someone comes, lifts you higher, and you're burning on the free to share.
Yes, I know. If I hadn't met you, I would still been sick fast. I've had long. Treat that bad, bad love, and I ain't gone and glad. 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 I've had long. Treat that bad love, and I pray it's gone and glad. Gone, gone, gone. Gone, gone, gone. Gone, gone, gone. Gone, gone, gone.
This is an Action 11 news.
It's June, and the movies are busting out all over on Spotlight.
What the? A surprise party! I'll kill you! Whose idea was this?
Comedy's a good idea anytime, and this month on Spotlight, it's an army of laughs when Bill Murray earns his stripes.
I'll be going now.
Take off for the great outdoors with John Belushi and Blair Brown as love conquers the elements on the Continental Divide.
Life is full of little trade-offs.
One of the trade-offs from Spotlight this June is a riveting suspense thriller as John Travolta is trapped in a conspiracy of murder.
I don't think you had an accident. I think your tire was shot out.
You won't believe your ears in Blowout. Then mystery leads to laugh when Alan Arkin and Carol Burnett go on the run as Choo-Choo and the Philly Flash. Zorro! George Hamilton is the masked hero as you've never seen him before. It's Zorro, the Gay Blade.
I'm very impressed myself, too.
You'll be impressed because the best movies are yours anytime in June on Spotlight.
Wife kicks him out, he moves into this dump, he can't play cards. How's he gonna cope?
Mac Davis is a guy going through a lot of changes. He's learning all about the high cost of living.
Don't move. Your money or your life. I give up. Which one do you want?
And the high cost of loving.
149 positions. I've tried them all.
Now he just may be going bankrupt in more ways than one.
This never happened to me before.
And finding out that it might be cheaper to keep her. Coming soon on Spotlight. Ever ask yourself what became of the Apple Dumpling Gang?
They went that away, stupid!
Well, they're back in town and stirring up a whole mess of trouble.
They're robbing the bank!
and they just can't seem to clean up their act.
First thing we gotta do is get ourselves pippied up.
There'll be some sure shooting laughs with Tim Conway and Don Knotts in Walt Disney's The Apple Dumpling Gang Rides Again.
That are very economical. See all these fuel-saving diesel-powered trucks at your GMC dealer. At GMC, trucks are what we're all about.
I'm Diane Sawyer. A look at Epcot, Disney's World of the Future, a talk with British Foreign Minister Pym, and more on infertility. All tomorrow on the CBS Morning News.
This is CBS.